Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Satellite House. I'm Evan,
I'm Matthias.
and today I'm going to tell you about how I got this awful fucking injury on my face. So, interesting story behind that, because it actually started with episode 1 of Satellite House,
What
in a
happened?
way. So, if I hadn't been coming here to film what was supposed to be episode 2, I never would have got this injury. Because you see, I was on my way here to the Satellite House Studios. You know, this gigantic megacorp tower that we have, and you know, up here on the 51st floor of Satellite House Industries Inc. Building that you can totally see from all over San Jose. You can see it. So I was on my way here, and I was riding my electric scooter, and I was wearing a different hat, like a hat that I don't normally wear.
Uh huh.
And so my hat flew off because it has such a wide brim that it like caught the wind, and it went whoosh. And then I fucking panicked because I was like, "Oh shit, my hat!" And then I fucking lost balance and like totally fell right in the street.
Gosh,
Um,
that's brutal.
and I this guy in a Nissan Altima just drove past me, didn't even look, didn't even give a flying fuck. Uh,
The guy was just like, "Yeah, fuck this guy." Like, well, That's like if I saw that like go down, I'm like, dang, like that guy's he's literally like going through that, like going through it. And you said that was like right before on your way to like this episode, like to
Ye-
record this episode.
yeah, it actually was on the way to record what was supposed to be episode 2. Obviously, now we are recording episode 2, just like a day later than expected. Um, and so, you know, it came out fine. I was in the hospital for like 8 hours in the emergency room at a Bay Area hospital, which is
Dang.
supposed to be a level 1 trauma center, right? They're supposed to be the most well equipped hospital in like Santa Clara Valley. Um, and they were doing such a terrible job.
8 hours is a long time. Like dang, there's like there's like you need to have like a charger on you. Like you don't even have enough like battery to last you that long in the waiting room.
You know, I fully did not have enough battery to last me during the time that I was in the waiting room.
What'd you end up doing?
I got home with like 1% left on my phone.
Oh gosh.
And it was such a fucking close call because it was really late. It was 2:30 in the morning when I came home, and no Uber, or sorry, no, I had to get an Uber because none of the brothers were sober or awake to come and get me. So I had to get an Uber, and it was
Gosh.
the first driver canceled on me, and it took longer for them to get there. It was terrifying because I was like, "Oh God, it's 1%. I'm gonna die."
Like if they don't go to the right like pickup location, like like you won't be able to like contact them, or they wouldn't be able to contact you, I guess. Dang, yeah, you really wow. That was cutting close. That's cutting real close, and wow, thank goodness, like you were able to kind of like stick out the battery there, and stick out like pain wise as well, just kind of sticking through, like just not knowing like exactly what exactly like is like has already happened, like what's already happened with the how things look now and how things are. Um,
Yeah, it was a really awful wait. There were a lot of people who were fucking rude. The hospital staff, they were really mean about like when I was gonna get seen. You know, like they were the kind of staff where like you go and you go, am I gonna get seen soon? And you, mind you, it's not like you're asking within the first like 20 minutes or something like that. It's like 4 hours or 5 hours into the wait. I'm like, am I gonna get seen soon? and like they fully will just snap at you and be like, no, we don't have an estimate for the time at all. Nothing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that that and that was like barely like not even like that late at night like when you had asked that asked them that, right?
So I I got there at like 5:30 roughly, and they had me sitting outside for an hour because they have these like triage tents that are outside.
Uh-huh.
And then finally I got triaged and they sent me inside, and then like I sit in there for like 3 or 4 hours, and then finally I asked, I was like, am I gonna get seen soon? And they were like, no. And they just fully sent me back to my seat with like no help in any way whatsoever. And they didn't even do much the entire time that I was there. I was there for 8 hours, and the only things that they did were the X-rays to make sure I didn't break anything, and give me a tetanus shot and some Tylenol. Like they didn't patch me up, they didn't clean me up, they didn't give me any antibiotics, they didn't like nothing, right? Could I fully have an infection right now? Yep. Do they care? Nope. They didn't do jack shit for me. I'm just really surprised, because this is supposed to be, a super capable hospital that has all these resources,
This was like a place that you personally trusted.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that I considered this hospital to be one that I would imagine has a good reputation and the capability to do a lot, especially because we're in the Bay Area, and this is like the richest place in America. And I thought, okay, well, all those tech nerds at Apple, they're not going to settle for poor healthcare.